Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Sagittarius may show up on your astrological natal chart or in houses that focus on love, connections, relationships, or other placements on your astrological natal chart, such as your Juno, then these messages are both for you, Sagittarius, as well as your significant other, your twin flame, soulmate, partner, spouse, or however you may title that connection. So today I'm going to be focusing on how this retrograde, Venus retrograde to be exact, may be influencing your connection right now at this moment in time. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, learning more about my tier 1 or tier 2 affordable memberships on my Patreon platform, or if you're interested in scheduling a 20-minute recorded reading, and for those of you who may be interested in finding out more about those exclusive content drops focusing on the birthday month, for example, Aries birthday and Taurus birthday and so forth, all that information is down below. That's a great gift to give that Aries in your life or that Taurus in your life, because Taurus season is coming up after, I want to say April 19th or around 20th, around there. Okay. That being said, let's take a look here, Sagittarius, how Venus in retrograde, which means Venus is moving against its normal rotation or motion, may be creating a little bit of either tension or this kind of flashback energy. It could be bringing emotions from the past, conversations from the past, this energy of reevaluation, reconnecting with what you really consider important and what you value. Let's take a look at how that may be affecting both you and your significant other or your partner here. And you have which at the end of the world, an important end and a new beginning. So what I'm getting here for you, Sagittarius, and your partner is that you may be feeling like there's a cycle that may be closing. Now, that doesn't mean your connection is closing. It could be a cycle within your connection, like you're going into a new phase, okay? So you could be going into a new phase or a new cycle or a new chapter while you are in this Venus in retrograde, which means that this Venus in retrograde may be, creating this energy within your connection where, like I said in the introduction, where you're reevaluating your connection, where you are reconsidering what you actually really like, what you want, what you are looking for. Is this connection that you have with your partner, is this what really is where your heart's desire is? Okay. And if it isn't, how will you navigate that? How will you create a resolution or a solution for what may not be going right at this moment in time? It's also revisiting those things that perhaps at the beginning of a connection, or if you are a seasoned connection, that what may have started many years ago may be a little bit different right now at this moment in time because it's a seasoned connection. So there's this energy here of perhaps maybe a redirection, of revisiting either certain ideas, certain topics, certain perspectives. Is this still a connection where both of you are feeling fulfilled? Okay. And what I'm also getting here is that for some of you, listen, as much as I want to just say that is, that could be the potential message here for all of you, this may not be the case for all of you. Okay. There may be some of you who may be in this Venus in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde saying, you know what, I feel like this, we've kind of, in a way, hit this glass ceiling, so to speak, or for a lack of a better phrase, of this connection, or, we feel that we're kind of like towards the end of this and don't see a way to kind of make things better anymore. And so for some of you, you may be reconsidering whether it's one of you or whether it's both of you, that this may be the final hurrah in regards to your connection. Okay. Again, this is a general reading, but I do need to be honest and say that for some of you, it's just like you've been waiting for things to clear up for a very long time, or for things to be a sense of solution or resolution, and it just quite hasn't happened. So there may be this sense, especially with these thunderbolts there that I'm getting, there could be here just reoccurring topics, reoccurring arguments, reoccurring discussions, reoccurring energies of kind of like hitting that wall where, it's like, it's not getting any better, right? And so again, wherever or however this message may resonate for you, it's one of those kind of like, is it we're here, do we pivot and continue to work on it, or we're here and what should we do? Guess what? Communication is going to be vital. Communication just popped out of the deck here for you. Now, it's going to be not only vital, but here's the part that it gets a little dicey. Mercury is in retrograde right now. So communication and thoughtful communication, and thinking clearly may not be at its best moment right now at this moment in time. So this is talking about this energy of Venus in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde to be a moment right now where you're not going to, like, it's not the best time to make that final decision yet, but it's a good time for you to reflect and ponder on it, to reflect and say, well, what direction do I want to take or make? Okay. Individually, as a couple, should we still keep things moving and going, or should we part ways, because that's the energy, where we're both feeling unfulfilled and not as satisfied as we were at the beginning of the relationship. Okay. So communication is going to be vital. And once these retrogrades are over and done with, once that shadow period is over and done with, and once Venus goes direct, which should be around the 12th, 13th, 14th, around that time frame, mid-April, I would say, and Mercury goes direct, I want to say 6th, 7th, 8th, around there of April. Then it would be a good time to really then say, okay, this is exactly where we're at and where we should move from here. Okay. But again, it's just giving you the kind of like, in a way, the forecast or the lay of the land here in regards to these retrogrades. But hey, listen, if you feel like you want to have a deep conversation now at this moment in time, definitely communication is going to be vital in order for you to either find a resolution or find a way to be able to part ways in a healthy way. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you, Sagittarius, and your significant other at this moment in time. How is Venus in retrograde influencing your connection? And you have here the Hermit. I mean, validation, confirmation. This is exactly what I was just talking about a little while ago. And this is just telling me, hey, listen, this is sign, symbol, synchronicity for some of you, for others of you, validation, confirmation on what I was channeling. The Hermit in Tarot is ruled by Virgo. Okay, so that's number one. And that's an earth sign. Okay, now Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the one that influences communication and clear thinking. And remember that I said a little while ago, and I channeled for you, that right now may not be the best time to make a final decision on something, but it's a really good time for you to think about where you may be wanting to head as far as the next step. And again, that's because Mercury is in retrograde and Venus is in retrograde. All right. So there are two planets here that are focusing on communication, which is Mercury, and love, romance, sensuality, fertility, growth, expansion, and finances, or the things that you value. Okay. So those two important planets here are going against its own current, which would be a great time for soul searching. This is a great time to do some type of introspection, some type of, time alone, time to clear the air when things get a little bit choppy in regards to, opposition or two minds kind of, not being on the same page. Okay. The Hermit in Tarot, like I said, ruled by Virgo, and Earth sign. Earth signs are all about stability. So for Virgo to feel comfortable, they need to really think about a situation, circumstance, event, plan A through Z, and feel very secure and stable in that in order for them to proceed and move forward. So, why am I mentioning that? Because this is the energy that right now, at this moment in time, you may be experiencing with your partner and your partner with you. So, that's the plural version of you. Okay, so that's both of you. So, right now, at this moment in time, be a great time for both of you to make that type of thinking and revisiting of topics that you feel that need to be revisited. Talk about those things. If not talk about them, at least think about them, so that when things feel a little bit more centered and balanced and stable, then you can move forward in having those conversations. Yeah, look at that. You have the Sun and Queen of Wands energy. I feel that both of you will feel a whole lot better once things reset. Okay. Once Venus and Mercury goes direct, I feel there's going to be a clearer picture here on what you both may want to do and how you may want to proceed as either a couple, or how one of you may want to proceed and act upon something here. Okay, so the Sun is about clarity. It's about that vital source of energy. It's also about personal growth. It's about recharging, as well as happiness and success. So and by the way, the Sun rules Leo, so, which is very much connected to your fire element energy. Okay, so for some of you, there's going to be this kind of like, like the looking either at the light at the end of the tunnel together as a couple, or one of you seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and either deciding that this is an important end and a new beginning, whether individually or together as a couple. All right, so Sagittarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.